Welcome my dear student to the digital learning class of mathematics. As you all know, we are in chapter number 2, that is operation on rational numbers, and in this chapter we are dealing with the 4 type of operation, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So we did the addition part complete. Today we are going to start, that is your worksheet number 2. In this we are going to discuss about subtraction of rational number, how to subtract rational number. Even addition and subtraction remain similar. Some points are similar in both cases, but few changes are there. So let's move toward the exercise. So in this way, when we are going to deal with the subtraction of rational number, then we will get two type of cases. Case number 1, when the rational number have same denominator. This case is similar as we did in case of addition with same denominator. Second case, when we have rational number with different denominator. You can see in both cases I have a given example. In case of same denominator, I have written 3 upon 7 minus 1 upon 7. And in second case you can see I have written 1 upon 4 minus 3 upon 2. So you can easily understand now. In first case, both denominator same, they are 7, and second case one denominator is 4 and second one is 2. Now let's see what are the properties of subtractions. So while we are subtracting two rational numbers or three rational numbers together, so what are the property that we are going to use? So let's see the first property. For a rational number x and y, x minus y is not equals to y minus x. This is very important, my dear student. In case of addition, this thing is applicable. For example, 3 plus 2, 5, and 2 plus 3 is also 5. But if you are subtracting 3 minus 2, 3 minus 2, your answer is 1. And 2 minus 3, 2 minus 3, your answer is minus 1. That's why this property is not applicable in case of our subtraction. So this property we call commutativity. You need to learn this name. Commutativity exists only in addition, not in subtraction. Or in fact you can say x minus y is equals to minus of bracket start y minus x. In this case it is applicable. But keep in mind, if you are changing the position of numbers in case of subtraction, then you will not get same answers. And due to this, we can say commutativity property does not hold true for subtraction. So let's take next case, when we are writing some numbers inside a bracket and some number outside the bracket. We did in case of addition this part, and we come to know in addition left hand side is always equals to right hand side. Why? Because addition is associative. So second property we have here, for a rational number x, y, z, in general x minus y bracket close minus z is not equals to x minus bracket start y minus z bracket close. So you can see here, if you are supplying here the brackets, then we are not getting the same answer. As I told you in above case, in subtraction it is not possible to shuffle the terms or brackets, then we are not getting the same answer. So now next is our identity element. Identity element for subtraction does not exist, but in case of addition, identity element is 0, because if we are adding 0 to any number, then the number remain similar. But in case of subtraction, we do not have any identity element. Why? Because if we are subtracting anything from any number, then we are getting different answer. So due to this reason, in case of subtraction, there is no identity element. And since there is no identity element according to fourth property, no identity element in subtraction, that means there is no question of finding inverse. So in the first worksheet, true and false, there is a two question like additive inverse. Additive inverse means same number having negative sign. And one more property of additive inverse is when we are adding a number and its additive inverse, we are getting answer equals to 0. That's why 0 is additive identity. But in case of subtraction, this case is not valid, and in subtraction there is no identity element. So let's move toward your worksheet now. Let's take your first question. Find the value of first part I am taking, that is 6 upon 7 minus 5 upon 7. So we need to do subtraction. You can see easily, my dear student, here we have common denominator, that is 7. So we can write 7 in denominator, and upside we need to do subtraction. This is similar as we did adding. If same denominator we are getting, then we are doing adding of numerator. And here is the case of subtraction. That means if we have same denominator, then we are going to subtract numerators. So let's see how to start. I have written 6 upon 7 minus of 5 upon 7. Then 7 is common denominator. Then numerator we need to add. So 6 minus into bracket minus 5. Here some students are committing mistake. They may commit a mistake like that, 6 minus 5, and they can write answer 1, but it is wrong. They forget to multiply the minus sign inside a bracket. So let's see, when we are multiplying this minus sign inside a bracket, then 1 minus is with 5. So minus into minus become plus. So overall answer 6 plus 5, it is 11. So in this way we will get an answer, that is 11 upon 7. So this is the first category. I hope, my dear student, you are able to understand up to here. Thank you so much.